And we're live. We are live. How we doing, guys? Y'all ready? Tier 3 action, maybe? I'm freaking ready. Medico will be here at some point. But for now, it's just me. How we all doing, guys? How are your Sundays going? Halfway through the Moose Day, and we're halfway through our season. Bugs, how you doing? How's your day going? Down in North Carolina. I saw. How was that race? Looked fun. The pictures look fun. Very, very fun. Hot. Yeah, that's how it is in Los Angeles 24/7. And the tier 4 race is about to finish. Looks like Skelly and Kiss My Axe are fighting tooth and nail for the win there. Dang, side by side out of turn 2. Oof. How's my day going? It's great. It's going fantastic. Hass ain't doing too bad. We're having okay days so far. If we have a great day in tier 3, it'll be a lot better. I'll tell you. Let's see if we're starting. I gotta check. Have we started? No, we're still in the lobby. Skelly is P2, but it's a shame because he was up. He was in first for like 95% of the race. I think Mike is gonna miss out just barely. Yeah. I guess my axe has it. Yep. TRL? What's TRL? I have no idea what TRL means. Saying Gwenfrodo's TRL. Gwenfrodo's had a lot of bad luck, to be fair, and he's still in third, so we are starting actually. Crap. We are starting. Let's get into it. So our track map, so our scenic, shoot, we are at Spain. Very hot track. Also has a chance of rain, believe it or not. Down by the Barcelona coastline. The capital of Catalan. The eastern part of Spain. Very fast flowing track today, even though it's got a lot of downforce section, but not a lot of heavy braking zones, so ERS will be a big key here. How you can manage it is very important. For sure. Take a look at our track map here. Of course, one major overtaking spot into turn 1. Then we also have potential to pass in turns 4, 8, and into the final corner, believe it or not. If you have a horrible getaway speed out of DRS zones 1 and 2, you can get easy passes done to turns 1 and 10 as well. Very flat track, very short track, only 2.8 miles left, 33 laps of racing today, if I'm not mistaken. And let's get into it. We are in qualifying, ladies and gentlemen. We are in qualifying. So who is the first car on track today? Who will be the first car on track?
Looks like a Williams, and hello, I'm here now.
And it looks like my co-commentator is here, and he has a fresh cut. How you doing, Medico? Fresh haircut?
I do have a fresh cut, yeah, I just got one yesterday.
He's got the weight reduction upgrades, he's ready tonight. He is going to be great.
I don't know about ready on that one, but sure.
Yeah.
There we go. Just making sure I got everything set up on my end, and yeah, I'm good to go.
Yep. I think we're all good. I've made a few stream upgrades in OBS, so sound quality should be a lot better this week. So let me know, guys, if it is great. It should be good. So
yeah,
first one on track, if I go to my track map, is that a Williams driver?
Yes, it is. It's AK.
It is AK. We'll take a look at AK. Very late bloomer into the season. He's had his moments in the sun, but he has had a little bit of a struggle. I think he's down in P7 in the current standings. So he'll look to make bigger inroads into the championship cap today. We do have Twan as our main challenger for this title. Him and CityofR have been battling it out all season, but we're going to look at AK's first lap here. Give the Williams team some recognition for what they've done so far.
And just looking at the standings right now, Williams are actually P5 and P6 at the moment after Las Vegas, so they've had a pretty solid season. They're close to each other. They're actually separated by a single point between the two of them. So they've had a pretty decent season. Not been the best, certainly not been the worst, so we're going to want to build on that, that's for sure.
Yep, and that is for sure. I forgot to enable the lap data, but AK obviously puts up a purple Sector 1. He's the first one to actually do a Sector 1.
Yeah.
This is a very tough section here. I am not the best at this section. You have to carry a lot of entry speed, but you cannot go wide at all because there's a big fat sausage curve at the end of turn 8 that will spin your car every time if you're not careful. But AK seemed to handle it pretty well.
Yeah, when it comes to this track, especially in qualifying, you have to be pretty much perfect. It is very high speed, but it's so difficult to really nail a lap. Like, you can randomly find time out of nowhere, and then you'll lose time out of nowhere. Like, you just don't know. You have to put it all together. It's difficult, manageable, but yeah, it's one of those tracks.
Yep. And AK pumps in a 112.1 to get us started here. Not a bad banker. Taco like Taco coming around the final corner. He'll set a 112.7. He'll look to improve on that. Jim just raged. Welcome to the MRL pit crew. Thank you for the membership, buddy. Great podium result for you in Tier 5. And appreciate you supporting the channel, my guy. Papout has gone 112.385. To go second. Shrimpies. 121.2. Not a great... Oh, Mod. Mod is out. What happened there? Out of turn 4. He had a bit of a moment, and his car, has been disabled on the right side. Oof. That's a killer for him.
Yeah, not the start that he would have wanted, and he will most likely start at the back unless everyone else behind him crashed. But I doubt that.
Dylan says hi, yellow. Hi, Dylan. How you doing, man? How's your Sunday going? Scruffy. We'll look at him.
Ooh, Twan.
Twan, 11.8. Him and CityofR are trading straight away within 1/10 of each other, so if you needed to know your driver title protagonists, there they are, those two, very much at the sharp end right now. 111.8 and a 111.9. Scruffy.
Yeah, those two separated by 12 points going into this race, so there's a bit of a margin, but it's still pretty close between those two.
Inside information from Bugs says CityofR is capable of doing a 11.19. That'd be an impressive time if you can pull that off, I'll tell you.
But will he is the question.
I don't even think I can do that. That's pretty impressive. Scruffy, coming around the final corner. This should be in the 11s. It will be, no, 112.122, but it's good enough for third. So, if you're looking at this grid right now, if you can jump into the 11s, you'll be in a great spot for sure.
Yeah, definitely. We'll just have to see.
Com having some issues. This is his first race back in 3 weeks. But he is here.
I was about to say he's off.
He's gone off at the end of turn 4. That's a very tricky section. Because you have to use a lot of the track on the exit, and the grass is a lot closer than you would think. That is for
on
sure.
top of that, when you're braking into that downhill at turn 5, you can lock the rears rather quickly. So it does provide a bit of a challenge, especially if you don't have your brake bias set up correctly.
Most definitely,
It's such a huge key in this track.
Yeah. This is one of those tracks where constantly adjusting your brake bias, if you have enough attention to detail, could help as you go from turn to turn.
Definitely.
Maybe on a lap right now? Shrimpies? No, they're all on in laps, I believe.
G-Smooth is on a lap. Going through sector 1 right now, and it's
21.6. That's a great sector 1 split, but he got a huge snap of oversteer. I was about to say, if you can do a 21.6 in sector 1 here, you're usually going to be on pace for a good lap, but probably lost at least half a second there by the end of that oversteer.
Just looking over at some sectors, actually Scruffy did a 21.6 in the first sector. So, and while he is up there, he is in P4. Or no, P3, sorry. So he has a 21.6 first sector, but I guess somewhere around the lap he lost a bit of time. Let's see.
Yep. We're going to keep it locked on G-Smooth as he rounds the final few corners out of turn 12 into 12-13, and out of the final corner, turn 14. Have to be so bold and committed on the throttle there. Usually it's flat out in qualifying. In the race, it's a different story. 112.29 for G-Smooth. Not a bad banker, considering he had that crazy bit of oversteer. It could have been a pole chance. And speaking of pole, Gwenfro, 11.6. Now that is a spicy time. It matches, I believe, the Tier 4 pole as well, which was held by Skelly.
At Gwenfro being P3 in the championship, either he has a really good qualifying and starts near the front, or has a horrid qualifying, starts near the back, but ends up in the front near the end of the race.
He could be very well in the mix here. He just had a few bad weeks with late race incidents that didn't go his way. Other than that, it's been great for him.
And can he turn it around is the question. He's quite a ways away from CityofR and Twan, but a race win would definitely diminish the gap quite a bit, especially something happens to those two. And on top of that, let me just quickly mention, the top 3 in the championship are the top 3 in qualifying right now.
Yep.
Not in the exact order, but it's pretty close.
Yep. Dylan is asking who I bet to win this race. I actually didn't bet on this race, Dylan, with my moose bucks. I didn't use my moose bucks on this race.
Can you really ever guess who's going to win this race, though? Let's be honest.
Yeah,
if
you had to pick a winner, Tier 3, it's very difficult to pick a winner. Because, you know, Twan, even though he's leading by 12 points, he only has 1 win. So,
and that was back in Hungary, where he took that on the penultimate lap.
And that was the crazy Hungary race of the season we've had so far. I would say he is very good chance of getting the podium. He has podiumed every single race he's participated in, except for Belgium, where that crazy late safety car nonsense happened. That was nuts, to say the least.
That race was so unfortunate for him.
Bugs Mod is doing an unintentional last to first. He did spin out out of turn 4 and crash the car. But Mod definitely has the race pace to get back into this mix. Looking at the reserve of Taylor DCFCYT, puts up 21.9. A little slow.
There's one person that just randomly shows up out of nowhere in the race. It's always Mod.
Oh yeah.
Like, you just look around and next thing you know, Mod's there in like P5.
He's like, he'll start like 17th, and then like towards the end, you just see he's randomly in 5th. Like, what's he doing here?
Like, how has he managed this? He just randomly pops up and then disappears again. It's so up and down.
Oh hello, I missed it. Sako puts up an 11.894. I missed that one.
Oh, so did I apparently.
Completely missed it. Pap out 11.98. Welcome back, Pap out. It's been a while since we've seen him here. He's showing you still got the pace for it. I haven't seen him in a few weeks. A hot minute.
And back in that Alfa Romeo, and he's still right where he wants to be, which is good for him.
And Shrimpies is up by 9/10 of a second. Hello. This could be an astonishing lap here. Comes around the final corner. Oh, not as committed as you'd like to be on the final corner there. He would lose a bit, but it's still going to be a disgusting 11 flat. Oh my goodness. 11 flat. That is, I can almost guarantee you, will stand for pole. I doubt anyone's going to go below that in this tier. That is nuts.
Somebody was sweating buckets.
11.021. Are you kidding me? That is essentially my time trial time. Maybe a little bit slower than my time trial time. That's still crazy fast.
Yeah, that is absolutely mental from Shrimpies. He's been putting in the work, and it shows. As Panju, he came across the line earlier, and he said a 111.9.
Twan about to cross the final. Twan about to go through the final corner. He'll be up marginally. 11.821, 3,000s quicker. It's an improvement, but not by much. Still just below Scruffy as well. He's going to be kicking himself for that one.
1 millisecond between Scruffy and Twan. 1 millisecond. That is close.
Yeah, I can pretty much say with 100% confidence Shrimpies is going to hold that pole position. That's not going to get beaten anytime soon.
If someone beats that, I don't even know what I'd do.
I don't even think Tier 2 is beating that, I'm going to be honest with you. That's a nasty time.
Pretty sure that could be good enough for like a top 5 in Tier 1 as well.
Yeah, that'll get you very far in Tier 1. Under the right conditions,
Jeez.
that might even get you a pole in Tier 1 if guys don't have their best laps. That's crazy.
Mental.
We're currently spectating CityofR. He is pushing into turns 7 and 8. Now, 9 is always an easy flat out. In last year's game, it's a little bit sketchy, but this year's game with so much more grip on the handling model, you could very easily push that flat out, no problems. 56.25 through Sector 2. It's an improvement. It'll get him pretty close to the front row. He'll need to find a little bit more juice in this last few turns to get it, though. JB has crashed out of the final corner. Look out. He's right there on the racing line. Oh! CityofR has smacked him right in the back. And he gets a 5-place grid penalty. Oh my god, that's a killer. Oh, that's so unfortunate for him. Because you just couldn't do anything about that. Oh my god. I'm wondering how JB lost it there. And lost it into that part of the track specifically. Usually if you crash there, you're not spinning right on the racing line there. That's interesting. I would love to be able to fly on that wall for his POV of that. Whew.
I think I have an idea. And, well, we have to look at somebody who could potentially be going into the pit lane. Gwenfro. Or not. Okay, very strange.
There's a tire in the pit lane. I don't know if you saw that. There's a tire sitting in the pit lane. Yeah, there is a tire.
This is what I was going to mention. There is a bump at the entry of the pit lane.
Yeah.
And if you hit it a certain way, it just completely unsettles your car and you're gone.
I know about that bump, and now that you mention it, that could probably be what happened, because he might have missed it and hit the pit wall, and his car might have dragged out onto the racing line.
Definitely. That's the only thing I can think of.
So look out, everybody else on the track. Be careful.
Yeah, there's a bump, it'll kill you.
You gotta keep your head on a swivel for those reasons, for those things. Yeah, good point, Bugs. Yeah, that's the observation that Minico just mentioned. The bump right there, yeah. The one that CityofR did hit there. He almost did it himself. Yeah. It's just crazy. So look out.
The killer. Yes. Bump is a killer. He'll catch anybody out, no matter who you are.
Yeah, as Taylor DCFC is on a lap here, very marginal improvement. If he can gain a lot of time through Sector 3, he could have a good lap here.
Yeah, the looks of it, it could be into the top 10 on this lap. Let's see how much he improves in Sector 3 if he does improve. And he's...
Ooh, don't go wide there. Oh, he didn't go wide. He barely didn't. But he's going to be a marginal improvement of 1/10. That'll put him ahead the dead man of JBTC. There's a big collection of cars at the end of Sector 2 here. What's going on here? Just letting cars through? People on outlaps?
Yeah, it looks like just a bunch of people on outlaps, that being Midnight and a Ferrari. I think that's Lisp. It is Lisp, and then Flare and a Punju.
And I am looking here at Sako like Taco. Got a decent lap on the board, but he's on his second push lap here. Trying to get the best exit out of 9 that you can get here. Very important. As bold and committed on the curb as you can be, he takes it pretty well, and this hairpin is make or break. This is where the laps are won and lost if you can hit it perfectly. Doesn't hit the curb as much as he needs to. He's going to have a little bit less rotation on the exit, but into Sector 3, it did look like he slingshot himself pretty well into that section there. Comes out of the final corner, have to avoid the Mercedes on the right, he gets him through. Looking pretty good if he can nail this final corner. Little, too wide on the exit. It doesn't matter, he wouldn't have improved anyways, but still, marginal. If he takes that perfectly, he might have gotten underneath the 11.82 margin, but margins, fine margins. Punju on a lap too, we'll look at him. Coming into Sector 3.
Looking pretty decent for him so far. Let's see how much he's up by. Just over a 10th.
Yep. Last race, he was assassinated by the reserve driver of Soika out of the Vegas race. He was in a good spot. He was in 4th. But with Vegas being a new track, he just couldn't figure out how to stay alive. Punju on the inside. Pretty good. It's not going to be an improvement, though. Oh, it is. Never mind. 1.2 tenths. Not bad. That's good enough for the second row. And Com has pumped in an 11.8. Hello, Com. Welcome back.
Yeah, that's a pretty decent lap for him, whereas I'm looking over at other drivers, not
I'm
really
looking at Anthony Jenkins right now. He is on a lap, though.
Ooh, quite along that curve.
Very great entry into that corner. Might have compromised himself on the exit there. Not extremely committed at that turn either. We'll see if that costs him going into Sector 3. He is down on his time. Yep, it did cost him. Maybe his Sector 3 has more to give. If he can blast off through this final set of turns here, Sacco has called it a day in the pit lane. He's saving a set of soft tires for the race, it looks like. Anthony Jenkins into the final corner.
Don't think this lap's going to be good enough for an improvement.
Yeah, it might be. Not quite. 1/10 slower, and that's going to be it for qualifying, I think, for him. Yep, there's only 29 seconds left. CityofR is up 2.8 tenths. Oh, but he gets very wide on the exit there, and that's going to cost him big time. Remember, he has a 5-place grid penalty over his head now, so he has to improve, or else he'll be starting in the back half of the field. Is it going to be an improvement? I don't think so. This looks a little slow, I'm going to be honest. Oh, barely. 0.015 improvements. Enough for 8th, but it will relegate him down to 13th by the time we're all done here. Drunken Shamrock is slow. Scruffy is pushing. Can he do anything? Is he powerless to stop Shrimpies? It looks like. It doesn't look like an extremely fast time, I'm going to be honest. Yeah, no. I think Shrimpies has this.
I mean, without a doubt, a 111.0 is just absolutely rapid.
I didn't even realize Midnight was reserving, and Scruffy has lost it. Midnight is putting up another push lap. No, never mind. I think he's done, actually. He has no ERS. That should be it for qualifying, guys.
But he is up on his lap time.
Yeah, but he's gonna start losing like crazy here. He's got no ERS.
Very true.
We'll look at him. There's nothing else to look at. No one else is pushing. He's still up 2 tenths without any ERS.
Yeah, he actually found even more time in Sector 2, so, you know, his lap is still on. He still could get ahead of a couple people.
Let's see here. No, very slow, because you can tell the ERS was holding him back. If he had ERS, he might have gotten a few spots higher, but that will do it for qualifying, everyone. Shrimpies, take a bow. 11 flat, 6 tenths above second place. He is in a league of his own right now, and as a guy who had bet the under in the winning margin, I am a little bit scared for this tier right now.
Yeah, Shrimpies just might absolutely smash that. Granted, if there aren't any safety cars.
Yeah, that should do it for us here. And while we're done with qualifying, let's look at our race notes. I have a few here. So, I have here that Spain is a downforce heavy track, as you know. Most of the quicker setups are going to be very high downforce. It is also the first time MRL is hitting the new layout, new for this game. Qualifying, I thought it'd be a tight spread, but Shrimpy's gonna kill that out of the water, so no chance on that one. Drivers to watch: CityofR, Twan, and Echo Alex. Apparently Shrimpy's too. Shrimpy's has put himself on this list by proxy after qualifying. That is for sure. I think Twan, CityofR are going to be dueling all day. CityofR's got a bigger gap to fill because he's way back in the standings now with this races and the qualifying results. So he'll be starting it off 14th. Echo Alex had a rough. Is he even here today? I don't think Echo Alex is even here today. Never mind. Forget Echo Alex to watch. I haven't seen him. So let's go back to our race here. We're just about ready to get on their way. Oh boy.
What do we have in store? Do we have any rain is the question. I don't think there will be.
I would have been told. I'm pretty sure someone would have came in chat and said there's rain if there was rain. I wouldn't mind some rain. Rain always makes things interesting. Not that we'll need it. I think we'll get plenty of on-track racing action. This tier always is the gift that keeps on giving.
Dry.
It looks dry. Very much. I don't see a cloud in the sky either.
So it's just going to be a straight-up dry race. Now, strategy is going to be an interesting one because obviously you want the ideal strat is not even in terms of tires. You want to stay within a DRS train for majority of this race.
Yep, you're going to you want to conserve your ERS as well. Once you use it, it is gone. You are not getting it back. You got to be very smart with how you use it for sure.
Definitely, it's such a ERS heavy track and a downforce heavy track that just management is going to be so key for that. Same with fuel. Fuel may also be a bit of an issue.
Yeah, especially if we don't get a safety car. We've seen in the earlier tiers today, not a ton of safety cars have come out so far, so we'll see. We will see. We're going to be underway very soon here.
Looking over at the trusty race director to see what tires.
And here we go. 33 laps separate our drivers from victory here at Barcelona, and it is away, away, away. And it's a fantastic start for Shrimpies, and Gwenfro will look to recover behind. Oh, the Ferrari getting all sorts of loose, and the Alpine's been pushed off track. Hello, what the heck happened there? Sako like Taco is dropping spots like crazy. Shrimpies has held it into turn 1. Gwenfro tried to brake late, but Shrimpies broke even later. That was a very unorthodox start for guys in the back, but it looks like everyone's gotten away somewhat okay if you take out the Alpine of the equation. And Papout going around the outside of turn 4 on CityofR, and he's gotten the pass done on CityofR. CityofR has had a pretty good start. He's gotten to 9th somehow. He was starting in 13th. He's gone up 4 spots, and the Alpines are fighting back. Taylor's CFC.
Oh,
big crash at the back. It involved the Williams. It involved the Midnight Killer. And I think Mod is through somehow. It wasn't really involved in that too much. Other than that, they're still clashing. AK and Papout out of turn 9. Papout has gotten passed by AK, and he might get passed by Taylor's DCFC on the inside of turn 10. Fighting at early doors, pushing him a little bit to the outside. That was a little naughty, I would say, but they're still going for it on the inside. And Taylor just gets it done, and that's tight. Are they going 3 wide to the last turn? What's going on up here? Alpine Taylor goes super wide. They're 3 wide into that turn. No way. No shot. And how did they survive? How did nobody die there? I have questions. Mod and Gonalisp have to pit for damage. Anthony Jenkins fighting for 7th with Taylor. And there's a switchback going on Papout on the back. Oh, he taps the crap out of Anthony. Oh, no. Anthony Jenkins gets dumped from that. What was Papout thinking there? Safety car is out, and the Hasses have been absolutely destroyed early doors. What was Papout thinking?
That was chaotic. That was very chaotic.
I like
3
to be
wide going into the final corner, then all of that at turn 3.
I like to be
a bit of Grosjean PTSD.
I like to be a little bit unbiased, but that was a little too obvious for me. Papout overextended a little bit too much on that. He tried to bite off a lot more than he could have chewed. And he did smack Twan, and it caused a big chain reaction of nonsense. And the Haas is at the back, but look who's in the front. We got a McLaren 1-2 right now.
Yeah, I was about to mention that Punju, while all of that was going on, managed to get ahead of Com. And actually, Gwenfro actually lost quite a few places, down to 5th after starting on the front row. So he's not had the best of starts. Best of starts, by the way, has to go to Echo, who's not gone up 8 positions and is in the points. Same with AK as well, up 6 positions into 4th.
Yep, and that's just capitalizing off the carnage. I'm going to refrain from calling Twan the big loser because he was really powerless to stop that. He was doing just fine until Papout
Most unfortunate, you could say.
Yeah, very unfortunate, that's for sure. But the one thing that will save these Hasses right now is that the safety car did come out, and they have time to recover as this field bunches up once again. Perhaps a rolling start will give a more peaceful beginning of this race.
You'd hope. Yeah, and just for the record, that Alpine that was off on the grass for some reason, that was Sako like Taco.
Yeah,
he was trying to make an overtake on the left-hand side and just completely went into the grass. Yeah. I don't know what he was thinking.
And he's pitted for a new wing. I believe he might have had wing damage. He's gone into hards. So I'm wondering, obviously it's very early doors. A lot can happen in this race. But if you're on hard tires, is there the superest of outside chances they get to the end of the race?
Their tires will be gone.
Screaming. Absolutely screaming for help.
Drop off is such a big thing on this track. I don't think the hards will make it to the end. They'll definitely let them extend quite a bit, but yeah, I don't think they'll make it to the end from here. They're going to be screaming between like lap 20 or so.
You have to have like the most superior tire management to even have a chance, and even then you'll be slow. So
Dylan just said in the chat that the hards last around 26 laps, so yeah, they'll definitely not be able to make it.
inside information from Jim Just Rage. He says Twan is swearing in Mod's ear right now. I would be too, I'm gonna be honest.
I think luckily for Twan out of all this is that he doesn't seem to have gotten any damage off of that. So he's managed to come out of that relatively unscathed. Front wing is fine. I don't know about rear wing, side pod, or floor damage. Visually, seems alright. He's okay. He's in P13, so he's still very much there.
Yep. Yep. So looking at the front runners, most of them are on the mediums, as you'd expect. Mediums do have more grip than the hards early on, but as we start to develop more into this race, the hards will begin to burn up, obviously, and begin to grip up as that happens.
Seeing a red circle dead center.
Yep.
Echo E9 on those softs.
And one thing I want to take a look at here is the fuel lights. Is everyone overfueling for this race? Normally, the delta is about 1 lap of fuel extra. It looks like everyone has brought enough fuel for this race, so underfueling won't be an issue, especially with the safety car just came out, so I think everyone will be okay.
Yeah, nobody opting to play the risk, which is pretty smart, knowing how this track is. We may not even get another safety car after this. We don't know. So we'll just have to... Yeah, we'll just have to watch on, see how they manage their tires is going to be an important part, and also ERS. That yellow bar going to be one to watch out for.
Yeah, absolutely. Safety cars in this lap. We have bunched up a little bit ahead of schedule. We're ready to go. One thing I want to see is how good of a getaway is Echo going to have on those soft tires. Because he's going to have to dispatch G-Smooth quickly.
More importantly, how are the two McLarens going to manage this? Because they're P1 and 2 on merits, because Punju did get the jump. They're going to have to work together to try and catch out Calm in this, and if they do that, then it's smooth sailing almost for McLaren. Just have to see how they can
which Shrimpy's is crazy good pace. There is a Williams on the inside of AK. AK's trying to get a move. He's going to stay right on the back of Calm off this restart, and I think he might have a chance here. AK is very close. But I think the slipstream is enough for Calm. Yeah, Calm should be enough to hold on to this. Is Punju going to try anything on his teammate? Surely not. No, he'll tuck right back into the turn 1.
Pretty smart. You don't want to battle too early. Plus, it's your teammate. You don't want to break rule 1. And they don't.
Yep, there's clashing at the back with Sako like Taco and CityofR going side by side through turns 3. Into 4. Is Sako going to back out? Yes, he does.
Yeah, CityofR getting that move done, and these moves are going to be absolutely crucial because he is on a fresh set of mediums. I know that it's only a 2-lap difference, but they're still fresh, so he still has quite a lot of grip. He needs to get past these hard runners as soon as possible before the DRS, because then that's going to possibly hold him up. That
is for certain. And speaking of hard runners, there is... Actually, never mind. AK is fighting with Calm side by side in the turn 10. AK trying to switch back. Out of this turn, there's just nowhere to go. It's a one-line corner here at best. And he will tuck in again behind Calm.
Oh, and AK's lost it!
AK has lost it, yep. I just saw that off into the grass, and he's going to be caught up all the way in the back, and that's a killer for his race. Safety car's out. Never mind. His race is back. How did that happen? Oh, there was a Punju! Punju had lost it on the final corner. That's why it brought out the safety car. That's a horrible rejoin. What was that? Almost killed Mod. Oh my god.
Oh, and AK's crashed into the pits.
Oh my... Oh. It's a calamity. It's a calamity for Williams. It's a calamity for AK. And after a great qualifying, his day is over. He will be going to the showers very early. Oh.
Sandy says in the chat, sponge you.
I'm going to put something in the chat. Please press F to pay respects, guys. That was a horrible... that was a horrible ending for AK. Pain. You're going to want to just recover, but it's too late now that he's out of the race. The safety car came out initially, did save him, but now Sako's putting F in the chat.
Sako, you should be driving here, man. I know it's a safety car, but come on. You should be driving.
Got a long ways to go, guys. You still have over 80% of this race left, so we're just getting started.
Still a very, very long way to go, and I wonder what Echo is thinking at this stage, because he's still on those softs. Does he think of pitting or not? I don't know what he's planning, unless he's extending, going onto a set of mediums, which is possible.
It is
Hardware
very
isn't
much
great,
possible.
but it is possible to do that one stop from soft to medium.
I mean, if you're a hard runner, as you pile up more and more of these safety cars, the thought of you taking these tires to the end becomes a little bit more in the back of your mind, does it not?
Oh, definitely, without a doubt. They consider the fact that they're getting significantly less tire wear than what they are when they're pushing. It's basically basically a cruise for them.
You're basically earning free laps of use because you're not really even using 1% when you're not pushing on those hard tires. They don't get used at all. And Punju will pit, and I believe he'll be going on a set of hard tires for the rest of the race, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, there go the hard tires. They can go the rest of the race. He's getting a fresh wing, so we'll take a look at him as his race develops further. Maybe by the end of this race, he could pull a mod and show up somewhere. You never know. But he will be in 18th right now. Yep, he will have 5 lap better tires, albeit it's not really 5 laps better, as if we've only had 2 racing laps on these other
I'd say
tires.
a lap and a half.
Yeah.
And those guys that pitted onto those fresh set of hards have not really made any inroads to anybody in front, which is pretty ideal. You just kind of want to keep your nose clean. It's exactly what they've done. Well, CityofR's made a couple moves here and there, specifically on Sacco, so he's going to still try and claw his way up. But those on the hards, they're just taking it easy. They know what they need to do, and they're just going to stick to their lane.
And these early safety cars have actually paid big dividends for Echo as well. Because he can extend the soft tire stint and it'll still be useful by about lap 15. So he'll get there, no problem, for his pit stop. He can go on to mediums if he wants to.
Is he thinking of that, is the question. Is he thinking of it? Safety car's in, so you can't really think of it much.
Yep. He can't pit now. It's too late. He's going to have to wait until a better time. And we'll see how Calm plays this. Will he be able to hold on to Shrimpies, or will Shrimpies be gone?
Shrimpies wasn't quite able to pull away on the previous safety car restart, so it's going to be a bit difficult. Slipstream is such a huge advantage.
And Shrimpies is gone. Full throttle out of the final corner. He is gone. Will Calm be able to catch him? I don't think so. Even he's going a little slow. Gwenfro might get him, actually. Going into turn 1, Gwenfro's dumping. Calm is dumping to counter that. I think Calm will hold on. Looks like Calm's also running a lower downforce setup, it does seem. But G-Smooth has gotten past Taylor. They're still fighting into turn 2. Echo CFC on the outside now. Going almost 3 wide into turn 3.
Echo's thinking
Echo on the outside. He wants it on Taylor, but Taylor just pushes him off to the outside. But he's trying to switch back on Taylor now into turn 6. No, surely not. He's still trying it. He's hanging around the outside. And I think I'll have to finally relegate behind. But that was a close action. Is he? Oh, peeked a little nose on the inside there, but he did slow up. And further up, side by side, I think that was G-Smooth and Taylor for a second.
The 2 Red Bulls also went side by side. Scruffy got ahead of Gwenfro now, but now G-Smooth could be interested in getting ahead of Gwenfro. He's thinking about it. Gwenfro goes a little bit wide, but snap for G-Smooth. That's going to ruin his run. Now he's being overtaken by Taylor. Taylor out of nowhere, trying to go around the outside into turn 12. Can he get the move done? There's a bit of contact, a little bit more contact.
Oh surely my god, such a sketchy section. They're still going side by side into the final corner. Ooh, braking from Taylor, and Echo barely noticed it in time. Echo could have smacked the back of him, and if he hits him, you're looking at a big domino effect behind with the guys behind that could have easily gotten killed. But they have survived. He's going too wide into turn 1, trying to make a move on Taylor. He's still fighting him, tooth and nail on the soft tires. And Echo pushes him a little bit, aggressive on the exit, but I think he's got it done. And that's going to allow Drunken Shamrock to maybe have a look on the inside as well. That he has gotten it done.
Yeah, KDM has also gotten ahead as well. He's managed to take advantage of the yellow flag further back, and Midnight. And Punju and JBTC.
Oh, Gotta Lisp is out. Safety car again. Safety car number 3.
Oh, and JBTC and
it caught Twan.
Also had a moment.
And he got a 5-second penalty, but here's the thing, that means literally nothing, because he'll go in and serve it right now. He needs a new wing anyways.
Just go into the set of hearts, get rid of it, no, done deal.
Yep. And as bad as this does look for Twan, it ain't that bad. gonna be honest. He's in a great spot with the pit strategy now, and he's not gonna lose any time under the safety car. And honestly, at this point with how this tier is going, being in the back may not be a bad idea on these restarts. It just may not.
Unless your name is Shrimpies.
Unless your name is Shrimpies.
He's loving the front. He's loving the front. He's chilling. And Scruffy is going
I want to
into
see
the
how
pits.
many pit. So Scruffy has damage, or he's pitting just to get rid of the tires, maybe. To go to the end of the hard
Echo
tires.
didn't.
Echo chose not to
Echo-
pit, and honestly, Scruffy, Taylor, Punju, JB, all making good decisions right now to pit. Mod hits Sako like Taco on the way to the pits. Is that what happened?
No, he just completely lost his front wing on the back of Sako on the straight.
He just hit him. Okay, interesting. Well,
Yeah, straight up hit.
now if you're Mod, I just come in and serve it now. I would just serve it now. I wouldn't stay out. You need new tires
Yeah,
anyways.
definitely.
Just serve it now. If you have an extra set of hards, I don't know if you would, but if you have an extra set of hards, you use them.
So off of that, Scruffy pitted onto a set of hards, same with Taylor DCFC. Punju, interestingly, is on a set of mediums, same with JBTC, who on a set of hards. So Punju and JBTC, they're thinking something a little different.
They're trying to be a
It's an
little.
interesting call.
They're trying to be a little exotic here. Punju and JBTC, they're thinking either we're getting a safety car again, which honestly, not a horrible shout the way this race has gone, or they're trying to do the extreme tire management saving and try and take these, 23 laps? That would be insane to think about. Not impossible.
Sako saying in the chat that he has damage to his entire body.
Shit. Let's take a look at his car. Let's take a look. I want to see how bad it looks. Let's look at the side. Oh yeah, those side pods are ruined. That is a ruined side pod.
Yeah, it's not looking great. It doesn't look great.
How does the floor look? Can I get a look at the floor? It doesn't look fantastic either, I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, AK's brake pedal broke, and he got a little mad after they spun.
That's it. You hate to see equipment malfunctions, man. It's terrible. We saw it last season a lot with Dutch Raven. Remember, he was in Tier 3 last season. He had a lot of those issues. And Mod has pit the service penalty. We'll see what tires he puts on here. As well as
Really
set him. He only have one set of hards, I think, so he has to go on mediums. Now
Selected as harder tire.
Now I am wondering,
and mediums.
is there enough time for him to pit again before the safety car comes in? I don't think there is. I think it might just go in this lap. No, that wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't even make sense anyways. Like, you wouldn't want to go on those old hards anyways. Just be on these mediums, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might be able to catch it to the safety car. The safety car could be in this lap. And
Echo-
you're talking about issues that AK had. Another issue I want to quickly address was Punju. Just yesterday, was actually having throttle issues previously. His throttle input was around like 30% when he wasn't even hitting it. So he was having major issues before this. He's gotten it fixed, luckily. But yeah, issues becoming a bit of a common occurrence now.
Here's the thing. If we do not get a safety car the rest of this race, everybody from 1st to 7 is screwed. Even 8th. Papout, I'd say, will be screwed. He'll have to pit again. CityofR will have to pit again. Sako's going to have to pit again. So everyone in the top 10 is basically screwed if no safety car comes out. They're going to have issues. Because these guys
Scruffy
behind
could very
them,
well be in the money.
there is a shot that they can go to the end of the race. The guys from the back, from 11th to the end. They can definitely go to the end of the race on the hard tires. I don't know about the medium guys. They might have to pit again. But the hard tire runners can definitely go to the end. I'm talking Scruffy, Taylor, and Twan. So, long game is definitely in play here. But we're going to look at the short game right now, obviously. That's way more entertaining. Shrimpies.
Scruffy's leaving quite a bit of a gap to the guys in front. I don't know what he's cooking, but he's trying to build a gap, try and get a jump.
Yep.
Hasn't quite worked out.
He's going to have to be careful because Sako does have body damage, so be careful when you make the pass on him.
Very true. Shrimpies did not get the best of exits, and now
And Com's thinking about it in the turn 1. Is he going to make the dive? He wants to, and he does make the dive. He goes in very late, and he's got the move done, and Shrimpies allows it. He saw it coming, and Shrimpies will relegate for now, and that was a very savvy move from Com. And further back, Wentpro and G-Smooth are going side by side, but now it's turned into Echo and G-Smooth going side by side into turn 4. Will they Hamilton and Rosberg each other? No. They keep it very safe through there. KDM on the inside. Now on the outside, trying to get past Echo as well, but he's gotten past the move past G-Smooth. And these guys behind, you can tell the guys behind CityofR are just chomping at the bits to make these moves. They're going to have to be careful the rest of this race now, though, because they don't want to do anything stupid.
I mean, look at Scruffy. Scruffy's already made up 2 places off of all this, being on those fresh hearts. So he is making his way up the field. He's kind of following CityofR at this stage.
And he is passing the limping car of Sako as well. And he's gotten a move maybe on CityofR too. No, oh, he spins. Oh, he shuts him off track. And CityofR is not going to like that one. Scruffy will definitely be taking a trip to the steward's room after that one. He definitely just shoved him and punted him off the track. That was a little naughty, I will say. Punju now trying to get past Sako with the fresh mediums. But I don't think he'll have the run on him.
Yeah, these guys are super close together. As
Punju on the inside of turn 1 on Sako. Remember, Sako has body damage, so he'll be very tough to fight this one off, especially with the worst tires. And he's going to have to do everything that in his power to stop this, and he cannot. Taylor, his teammate, will also make a move. Taylor, oh my goodness, Taylor is being very aggressive today. He's making moves. Oh, hello, Mod. He's up to 11th as well. He's gotten past Sako too. Hello, Mod. Oh, Spinner, Drunken Shamrock had a problem. He had a problem. Sako on the inside has got to move past Mod again? What? Sako is looking pretty pacey despite the body damage, I will say. And the old tires. But Mod, will he fight him back on this main straight? Will Sako fight it? Sako's dumping everything. He's already down to 28% DRS.
Could be a bit of a team strategy there, trying to help his teammate create a bit of a gap.
Yeah, it might be at this point. It could be all that he's got left, honestly. Sako has got to try something exotic to get anything out of this race, and he is definitely trying to pull out all the stops. Shrimpies, will he fight back Calm now? He is going to get past Calm into the lead again. So Calm had a little bit of an issue. Gwenfro going to get past Echo CFC as well. So the front 2 cars and the middle 2 cars after that are trading positions. 1-3 swaps with 2 and 4. And Shrimpies is up and Gwenfro is up.
6 and 7 going at it. Punju has gotten ahead of G-Smooth.
Oh, it's G-Smooth Spinner! Spinner off the track. He's off the track. He lost traction. That was completely unprovoked. He just lost traction. Mod has gotten past him. So will Taylor and Scruffy. And they are in the good paying points positions now.
Good news for G-Smooth is that he didn't hit the wall. He's managed to keep it together, so he is good to go. But yeah, he has lost everything that he was working hard for, and that is definitely going to put a spanner in the works. Meanwhile, Punju's
looking at him.
Actually,
he's gotten through in a very unorthodox spot to pass, and he's going to make it DRS to boot. Wow, great move from Punju. Has to be said.
Punju is absolutely flying at this stage. He is picking his way through the field, left, right, and center, making the moves when
Scruffy around the outside of JBTC. And I think JBTC actually went for the pass through. He might have gotten him.
Shrimpies is in the pits. Shrimpies is in.
He's in, and this was just tire wear maybe, or does he have a broken wing? We'll look at that later. Mod sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix now, 1:15.335. It's looking awfully tight in this midfield, Minico, I'll tell you.
Oh, it definitely is. As Echo's now gotten ahead of Gwenfro, so he's back past that Red Bull, and that's a scheduled pit stop for Shrimpies. There's no front wing change.
Okay, so now the race is on. How quickly can he catch up to this group here? If there's no safety car, he's in danger of being out of the points. Same with all these guys in front of him. The more you're fighting up here, the worse it's going to be, guys. You got to let these quicker guys through and just pit. Punju is in an absolute great spot right now with this huge gap he has to the guys behind him that are on the fresher tires. Taylor is the biggest rival to him right now, and then Mod behind him as well.
Yeah, Taylor, he's making moves left, right, and center as well, and using those hard compact tires to his advantage.
JBTC on the back of Scruffy, will he get it done? No.
Punju has taken 2nd place now.
There we go. And now this should be an easy catch-up and pass to Calm. Will Calm pit now? Will he react to Shrimpies? No, Calm is staying out. Okay. Will Greco finally pit? No, he's still on the same pair of soft tires.
Oh, his KDM is just been completely swamped. Taylor's gone ahead. Now Mod's gone ahead.
Mod's passing Taylor now.
Mod and Taylor going at it. What is going on?
They're both dumping. Mod dumps a little bit more, and he has the move done. And now Mod is sitting pretty because he's going to have DRS off of Gwenfro very soon. He'll be catching him every second now.
One thing that's definitely helping Mod in this situation is that he has 1 lap fresher tires than Punju.
KDM on the inside, Taylor. KDM spins. KDM has spun. Just be careful. He's got to stay there. He's got to stay there. He cannot move, and that's what happens. That's what can happen when you spin out in that spot there. And the safety car has come out, and it has absolutely saved everybody's race that is not named CityofR. And CityofR, unfortunate again. CityofR is now in Heartbreak CityofR, and that is a pain for him. Safety car is out. It saved all the guys that did not pit. Calm is loving this. Echo is loving this. Who else? Gwenfro is also loving this. Shrimpies is going to be kicking himself a little bit. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, he has definitely gotten screwed over by this.
And Jim Just Rage puts a comment saying, "Here comes the AARP, boys," and that is true. Haas AARP Racing Team is back in the top mix here.
They're both in the points.
They're going to be in high point spin positions once these guys pit as well. So, but something that we will note here, though, is that as these guys pit, they're going to be flying on these second spiff here. Oh, Echo CFC, 5 seconds. He got a speeding ticket. He's got a speeding ticket. The cops got him. They saw him. They're putting, what kind of tires they're putting on Echo's car, by the way? Hards. No, not hards. Is it hards? Mediums, yes. I saw hards on somebody else's car.
He was calm.
All right, well.
Interestingly, Scruffy and Twan stayed out, which isn't that bad of a gamble, considering what's happened. So, this is...
Honestly,
could work out for them.
That's not a bad call. I mean, the hards haven't been used too much. It's maybe 4 laps of wear with all the safety car restarts, so it's not that bad. You could get to the end on these hard tires, and honestly, at this point, maybe Twan's had enough at the midfield. He's like, kept me in the front. I feel safer up there. Honestly, there's a lot less carnage. And Mod pit again. So
He did.
Punju also pit again for hard tires. I didn't even notice that. Calm came out in 3rd on fresh hard tires. He could be very well in the mix of winning this race now. Echo on mediums, but he is a 5-second penalty that is killing him right now.
Yeah, and he can't exactly get rid of that unless he pits again, but I don't think he's going to want to do that. At the same time, you kind of want that to go away, so what do you do?
I think the logic from Twan for staying out, it's a lot of it was rooted in CityofR's DNF, right? Because that's his main competitor. He's just like, I'll just take whatever points I can get. Like, I don't have to do anything crazy. I don't have to reinvent the wheel. I can stay out. So it doesn't have to be a win for Twan. That hasn't been his name of the game. It's been more so consistency and just picking up points where other people leave. So I don't hate this thinking from Twan. It's not a bad move.
Yeah, he and Scruffy are thinking pretty much the exact same thing in this situation. We're halfway through this race, so second half, it's all to play for. And while he is sitting in second, he is in this train. Not a bad call at all. Interestingly, I just want to note, though, Punju went onto a set of not new hard tires.
They were his used hard tires.
Yeah, those are the tires that he pitted on first, and then obviously had I think those are the tires he spun on.
This kind of thing has me wondering, did he pick a softer tire allocation? Because I think in a normal situation, you would have just taken another set of mediums, because they can definitely go to the end from this situation here. I think he might have picked the softer tire allocation, because you only got one set of mediums with the softer one. That might have been the case.
I'm looking over, he started on mediums, and then around about lap 7, lap 6, he pitted onto hards, was only on there for 3 laps, and is back on mediums by around lap 10 until now. So I think he just selected the balanced tire allocation and already used up his mediums.
That's crazy. I would not think he used up 2 sets of mediums that quickly, but he managed to do it. So he's gone to the hard tire to go to the end of the race. So that just shows the chaos that we've seen so far with this race.
That's the beauty of Tier 3. There's always chaos.
It's been mostly clean the first few races. This has been... I don't want to say the dirtiest. I like to say the scrappiest, where a lot of stuff happens. The driving hasn't necessarily been dirty. It's mostly guys getting caught out after guys have had issues up front.
You'd definitely say the scruffiest.
The scruffiest. The scruffiest of races.
I mean, it's worked out for him. It's worked, has it not?
It has worked out.
Now he has to lead us through this safety car restart.
Yep. And I want to see from Calm's perspective, how good is the getaway going to be from him? Because he has to get past Jonathan Jenkins very quickly, because he's going to have very quick guys behind them with Punju and Gwen Echo CFC. We'll see here. Calm,
already gone.
Calm's a little slow, I'm gonna be honest. I thought he'd be more up Twan's butt here.
He's not exactly got Punju right behind him, so he's good to go on that. Though
Yeah, Echo might be thinking about it at turn 1, but I think the slipstream was enough for Punju to hold him off, and he has held him off. Yeah, no one else is making moves in the turn 1 just yet. Yeah, we're gonna keep this. We're gonna keep an eye locked on this battle between Calm and Jenkins. That's gonna be very imminent, very soon. And Twan goes wide, and Calm instantly pounces. Just way more grip on those new tires.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy move for him. He didn't really have to fight that much.
And I don't think Twan was really interested in fighting that either. The way he was reacting, he kind of just let it happen.
Probably. No risk. Get the reward later.
Yeah,
not a bad call.
Punju wants to pounce. Is he gonna try on this turn? He is gonna. I think he's gonna do it. Into turn 10, into the very fast hairpin, and he locks up a little bit, but I think he's got the grip. And Echo will also get past Anthony Jenkins. He has switched back to him as well, and Echo looks really pacey. He wants to get past Punju too right now. He is right on the back of his gearbox.
He is on those
and
mediums,
so is Calm on Scruffy. Hello. Calm, easy overtake, not even a challenge. Calm is flying right now. Calm is definitely cooking, says Shantilla. That is for sure. So is Echo. Echo and Punju are flying right now. And Gwenthro as well. Mod and team play there. Anthony Jenkins lets Mod through with the fresher tires. And Twan is dropping like crazy. Almost out of the points completely. Into 10th maybe by the time JPTC makes a dive on him. Yeah, and wow, Twan is long gaming this. Like crazy.
Yeah, I was going to mention, Echo, he knows that he has to make these moves because he is on the better compound. He's on a faster compound. They are going to wear out a little bit quicker, though. They can make it to the end. It can make it. So he's having to make these moves as soon as humanly possible. He just did that with Punju. Next on his list, Scruffy, who's almost at a DRS of Calm. I think Calm is untouchable, though. I think he's got this in the bag. He's on the
Calm could be gone. Calm is flying. On his comeback race, he could have a win easily in the bag here. The only guys that could possibly stop him are the guys behind Scruffy, and Scruffy's holding him up immensely right now. And yeah, Scruffy is dumping. He is not letting him pass at all. He wants to fight this.
And he though. They're
you can only hold off a freight train for so long. Echo is in, and he's gotten the move done. Punju will look to get him out of turns 3 and 4. Into turn 3 they go. Punju has got amazing traction compared to Scruffy. And into turn 4 it'll be an easy overtake on the inside. Easy as you like. Into 3rd for Punju. Yeah, and effectively 2nd because Echo's got to serve a penalty.
Yeah, Punju had just such a run coming out of 3, and that was just... Yeah, he had such a launch. It was madness. And he's gotten it done. Quick mention, by the way, Echo started 17th.
He did. He did start 17th.
Or actually, no, 18th.
Doing a masterclass right now, up into 2nd.
How does he manage this? How does he manage to make his way up?
And what did we mention earlier about Mod? Up into 6th?
Yeah.
From last?
Practically dead last.
Shrimpies, though, is looking rather fast behind them. Remember, this was the guy that put up an 11 flat in qualifying, so don't count him out at all. Do not count him out. They're both going to have DRS, but I don't know, Shrimpies looks disgustingly quick.
We'll see, as they all got DRS. Wenfro's gotten ahead of his teammate, and now Mod could be looking for it up the inside. Bit of contact between them.
And Shrimpies will have to check up as a result, and he will. Good job by Shrimpies there. But he's going to try to switch back on Mod in the turn 4, and he might have it, honestly. He's going very quickly into that corner. Yeah, I think he's got Mod. Mod had a little bit of a mistake. A little bit of wheel banging there, but Mod did end up letting him through eventually. Taylor on the inside, on outside of Mod, and the turn in. Oh, be careful there, be careful. It's very tight through there. That was close. But Mod has gotten through. He stayed alive in 7th right now. Taylor gets a little loose out of turn 8.
And now this is team play for Red Bull now because Gwenfro is going to try and pull away those Shrimpies. Immediately gets past Scruffy. Because Scruffy had a moment coming out of 9.
And now the chase is on.
Back in the top 5.
God, you won't see any of this in Tier 1, would you? Tier 1, you're not seeing this many moves being made in the lap. This is... Oh, speaking of move, Shrimpy spins it! No, Shrimpy has thrown it away, and he's gonna have to wait. As much as you want to rejoin, you can't. And he had to wait till Twan got past. And Shrimpy's Heartbreak City down to 14th. And effectively out of the points. Unless a safety car shows up later in this race.
Yeah, everyone's starting to spread out now, so the chances of safety cars are becoming lower and lower, but Shrimpy's is back in the top 5. He finally made up for being screwed over by that safety car. And
Spinner in Sector 1.
Taylor's off.
Taylor is off in the background there. But we're too busy looking at this battle between Echo and Punju. Echo is pushing Punju through these corners. On the inside, he tried it. Nope, he backed out.
Actually, wait a minute. Punju's gotten ahead. Punju's ahead of Echo.
Oh, shoot, he did. Yeah, I forgot
Punju
Punju was in third. Yeah, Punju was actually flying. Excuse me. I forgot about that. Yeah. Good note there. I missed that.
Could he chase after Calm? Could he?
Or was Calm playing DRS chess? Who knows?
Calm has the ERS advantage, but he does have a tire advantage as well. 3 laps between two. It's not much, but it still is something. Punju seems to be pretty quick at this stage, but he's got Echo on the back of him on those mediums. And, well, with DRS, this is going to be a slam dunk. There he goes.
Yep, easy pass for Echo, and Punju knows it. Punju might just try and fight him back. They might be trading every lap. This could be that kind of situation, honestly. No one has an extreme pace advantage over the other one. It's kind of just back and forth with the DRS once it kicks in.
Yeah, they're just going to try and work together and get within the DRS of Calm, in which they are tantalizingly close. Echo's just within it.
Yeah.
This may have worked out for the two.
Calm, either he's managing his tires and just waiting, or he's going a little bit slow. I'm struggling. I want to say it's the former. I think he is just managing a little bit. Well, we'll see.
He's just losing time throughout this entire sector.
I mean, with the hard tires, you don't even need to manage them. You can push like crazy. You'll get to the end comfortably. So I don't think... Maybe he's just having an issue here.
Maybe. There's potential damage or lack of skill. Who knows? I say lack of skill. Yeah, he's leading, so I can't really say that. But just a lack of something. Grip, maybe.
Yep. Could be that. And I will say, the Mercedes have creeped their way into the conversation. JB and Drunken Shamrock are 7th and 9th. They were down in the dumps, and they're starting to climb out of it slowly, so...
There we go. Echo's got DRS on Calm.
Yep. I don't know if he's close enough, though. No, he's not. They'll have to wait a little bit more.
Nah. Nowhere near, and he doesn't even have the ERS to do anything yet.
Yep.
That's actually the advantage that Calm has. He has a bit of an ERS advantage. It's not much,
and it doesn't even have to be active ERS. It could be passive ERS usage, because even with like the 8%, you're not going to get much of your regular boost from the medium usage compared to the 25% that Calm does have. So Calm doesn't even have to deploy the ERS, and he's got a big advantage already. It's crazy how important the battery saving is around here.
JBTC's gotten ahead of Papout. Papout nearly having a moment. This is further back. Battle for 6, and Scruffy gets really
Oh, they're fighting tooth and nail. Almost 3 wide into that turn. And JB has gotten past his Papout. Oh, still fighting with Drunken Shamrock. This is wild.
Yeah, wild is putting it lightly. They are going ham. As KDM's gotten ahead of Shamrock. Shamrock went wide at a 9. KDM's back up into P9, and Scruffy still managing to hold on to P6, to be fair. He's just managing to hold off those guys behind. Yep. I feel like it may end pretty soon.
Spin at the back. That is Twan. Twan has had it. He's having a mare with those old hard tires. He might need to get off of those soon. Nope, he's gonna take him. And just hope for a safety car to bail him out.
JBTC up the inside of Scruffy into turn 1. He's trying to get done, but Scruffy managed to hang around the outside and get back past. Scruffy's
and JB's fighting with Papout now, side by side into turn 4. Papout had to go a little bit wide. On the inside, KDM, hello, on the inside of turn 4. Can he get a move on Papout? I don't think so. He might have it, actually. But Papout, I think, will hold it on the inside now that he has that better angle, but KDM will try to switch back him, and he might have it. Yep, he's got on the outside into turn 7 and 8.
There you go, KDM making his way up the field. Oh, they're all stuck behind Scruffy. They're all stuck behind that Red Bull. Making that Red Bull as wide as possible. working.
Jeez, anything crazy going on in the front here? The Echo is getting close to Calm, I will say. Granted, Calm will still be in the effective lead after this race because I don't think Echo's going to gap out 5 seconds.
Gotta run. Around the outside, into turn 1. Calm doesn't even fight it. That's pretty smart. Echo now takes the lead, but that 5 second.
Yep. Echo is in the lead for now. Scruffy and JBTC still fighting at the turn 1 again. They are just becoming the biggest of enemies right now. Scruffy on the... Scruffy! Okay, JB spins! Oh, that's huge. And that could be a safety car, and it is. Hello. This race has gotten a lot more interesting, ladies and gentlemen. This has gotten very interesting indeed.
People are going to pit on the sauce.
Oh, yeah. We're getting a 3-lap shootout. That's what we're getting.
Definitely. They have to. They're sitting duck if they don't.
Yeah. You got to. Oh, JV.
This is actually, if you look at it, this has actually saved Echo. Because he can get rid of that 5 second now. And he can fight for everything.
Yeah, the only downside about that is, though, he is going to be dropped down to at least 4th place with the 5 second penalty he will be serving. But it's going to help him out a little bit in that department. He'll be in the mix,
still there.
For sure.
Crucial part. Calm stays out.
Calm staying out?
Oh, no.
Well, Mod stay out. Mod pits. Good call there.
Scruffy pits, there's no doubt.
Scruffy's got a pit. Yeah, he's got old tires. Yeah, Pap out, definitely. Is that Shrimpy staying out? It is Shrimpy staying out.
Well, I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't know about this one, Chief. I don't know about this one, Shrimpies.
13 lap and 11 lap old hearts compared to Punju, who now effectively is the net race leader. Actually, wait a minute.
Here's the thing with this. Right. Here's the thing about this. We could see some shenanigans being played here. Because I think off of this restart, Shrimpies is just going to let Punju pass him, and then he's going to try and make the biggest wall possible to stop the soft guys behind him. It's going to be damn near impossible, but I would be careful if I am behind Shrimpies, because you never know. There could be I'm sensing a big crash. I don't like to say it, but I'm sensing some sort of a big crash on this restart.
Sako also stayed out as well on those mediums.
Well, with him, I don't mind the call because he already has horrible body damage. Like if he pits, he's not going to get anything done at this point. You might as well just take a gamble with this one and just see if the guys in front of you crash each other out, and you never know. But with him, I don't mind it. But if you have a full car, you got to get tires. Like.
Yeah, definitely. As I just looked over and JVTC just lost it out of 4. He has massive rear wing damage by the looks of it. Like the second he turned in, that car was gone.
It could be rear wing damage. Now, looking at the rear wing, I don't see any visual damage, but I don't know if that's ever shown in this game.
No, I don't think it is, but yeah, he's definitely struggling. Yeah, see, there you go. The second he turned into that corner, that car was going. He's got bad damage. He's gonna stick it out, which fair play. Yeah.
Yep, there it goes. It's gone. Yeah, that car is gone. That car is gone. There's nothing left in that car. You got to feel for JV then. He was having a pretty good race towards the end. He was in 6th. He had some good pace.
It's just super unfortunate. Nothing he could have done either. He had that moment. Yes, that was by himself, but he just got collected in something that wasn't particularly his fault. He barely make it through some of these corners without losing it, and yeah, just out of the final corner. Terrible.
Yep,
it rains and pours for Mercedes.
Spain usually doesn't cause this kind of chaos, but I guess it did. I guess it did today. We were saying before this race, it's a very low safety car track.
Yeah, we've got pretty much every safety car.
We've got 5 tonight, so... Sako's reporting his body damage is getting even worse. It wouldn't shock me, Sako. It wouldn't shock me. I don't hate the call, though. Staying out on the mediums at this point is probably your best bet to get anything. See what happens.
You don't have rear wing damage like JBTC does, so it's not that bad, but yeah, it's still pretty bad. Sako still theoretically could get points.
He could, but I think he needs a crash up front to get points. These guys are going to swallow him up. But I think immediately off this restart, he should be conceding to his teammate behind them. Just immediately out of team orders.
With how this race has been, I wouldn't doubt there being a crash.
Fake Man has joined. I don't know what that's all about.
Oh, safety car's in. That's a very
Safety
late
car's
call.
in. Oh,
That is
super
a
late call. Calm has no idea what he's doing to start off here. Oh, no. The soft tire's going to be running. I was not ready for this. The latest call I've ever seen, and it's in. We got ourselves a 4-lap shootout, ladies and gentlemen. Buckle up your seatbelts. It's going to be crazy. Here we go. Punju flying down the main straight. Will he get it past his teammate? Doesn't look like Shrimpy's letting him go immediately. He's not. He is not letting him go. Wow. Interesting decision here from the McLarens. No team orders being played.
Echo's right there, so he has to play this really smart. Punju's gonna just have to dive it up, and he's gonna do exactly.
And Echo does the exact same thing. And Echo got him immediately.
It worked out.
He tried, it didn't work. Shrimpy's is struggling like crazy. Mod is getting past him now into this turn here. Mod on the outside, he's got it done into 5th, and Shrimpy's is down all the way into 6th place.
Punju, round the outside, going into 7. Calm just shuts
Calm
him
at
up,
the,
and
oh, this is
Echo
wild.
gets the jump.
We got yellow flags at the back, don't care, it's JB. Oh, Mod on the inside switches back Gwenfro as he had a little bit of moment coming out of turn 9, and Mod is up to 4th. Will Mod make a push into 3rd? Punju breaks his wing. He just hit Echo.
Oh.
His wing is busted, and Gwenfro on the outside of turn 11. What's gonna happen here?
Gwenfro not quite able to get it done. He's still sticking around the outside.
Gwenfro's gotta be patient. They both have to be patient. Punju's got a broken wing.
He's got it.
Mod on the outside of the final corner. He's got it as well, and Mod is up into 4th.
And here goes Echo. Echo's now thinking about the move on Calm. He's going to try and go for round
Punju's dumping everything, though. Punju's still
1.
going for it into Gwenfro. Not sure what. With the broken wing, he's doing all this. Oh, spin McLaren. I don't know what that was. Could have been a racing incident. Didn't see that much there. Shrimpy's was off.
How is Calm hanging on? He's just hanging on to
Oh, Echo spins. Be careful. No, Mod clips him. Echo is out of the race. Oh, they're still hitting each other back there. They're still hitting each other back there. Mod has gotten through in one piece? What? I thought he hit him. He's still pushing? Wow.
Yeah, Mod is through.
His tire is fine. And Twan is off. What is going on?
Gwenfro, out of all this, has now taken the lead. Gwenfro has basically just won this race.
Yep, JBTC has finally called it a day with the win. Oh, Calm is a moving chicane. Oh my god. He is so slow compared to these soft tire runners. And Mod, being the patient guy that he is, he's ready to take this P2 from him.
Has to do it on the straight. As Echo goes wide.
Yeah, Calm goes wide, exactly.
Punju's now going to get it done. Punju's now back up into 3rd, so despite that front wing damage, he's still there.
He's still pushing.
This looks to be your podium.
This could be. It could be the podium. Taylor gets 5 seconds for speeding the pit lane. What? Papow calls it a day. And I think Gwenfro has this win in the bag, guys. 1.6 seconds. It's a big, big deficit for Mod to catch up to. I don't think he's going to get it. He doesn't look extremely pacey compared to Gwenfro either. They're kind of just trading sectors here. Now, will Calm be able to hold off Scruffy is the question. Calm has looked mighty slow in this final sector, especially sector 3.
Because Punju has that front wing damage, he's being slowed up as well. So there's 2 drivers in front of Scruffy and KDM that are very, very slow.
Punju goes off into the gravel. He had a little bit of a moment there. Scruffy on the back of Calm. Is he going to make a move? He is making a move. Very aggressive, late braking into turn 10. And he almost spun the damn car out, but he survived. Who's that limping at the back? That's Taylor's broken car, right? It is. Okay, let's make sure. Okay.
Yeah, it is. So now, battle.
We have the horrendous EA audio glitch. Oh, crash in the back! That's involved G-Smooth. It's involved Drunken Shamrock. It's also involved Sako. No!
We have 8 drivers.
Bro, Twan's in the points again. How does that happen? We're down to 8.
Scruffy and Punju going at it!
Scruffy and Punju are fighting in turn 1 and 2. Oh, what is happening?
Oh my goodness! How is any of this?
You know what's wild?
G-Smooth
and Drunken Shamrock are getting points even though they're dead. They're still fighting for this win here. Not for the win, for 3rd. Yeah.
Scruffy's gotten up to third.
Calm is holding out the fourth. They're 3 wide into turn 7. No, someone's gonna back out, right? Surely. Okay. KDM backs up. They're still fighting. They're still banging over the curbs. Over the curbs, they're still banging over it. Oh my goodness. And Red Bull is getting the biggest win of the day here. First and third, somehow, through all of the chaos, they have risen from the fire. And they're gonna claim the win here. Gwenfro will round the final few corners in the Red Bull, and he's gonna win the race, and he's gonna get big points on his championship rivals Anthony Jenkins and CityofR. Anthony Jenkins will hold on to the championship lead, and Mod comes home for a strong second. His result, best result of the season. Scruffy will get third, Punju in fourth, Calm managed to get fifth, and Shrimpies will be in sixth. Anthony Jenkins, I think I saw that finishing seventh, and that was a chaotic race, to say the least, at the end there. This could be a race, keep in mind. Driver of the day is Mod, fair play. 20th to 2nd, we'll say that right now. That was a hell of a race for Mod. I will say, this could be one of those races where a lot of things could shift after Stewards Room stuff happens, because I saw a lot of wheel banging and stuff, so these results, take them with a grain of salt. They're very, very, very provisional, that's for sure. But as the dust settles right now, Red Bull is won today with a first and third double podium. It's a very, you never know what can happen, but I think this is very provisional, we'll say that. I don't know what's going to happen. But right now, Red Bull won, Mod second, Scruffy third, Punju fourth, Common fifth. Great job to him, holding on at the end there. Shrimpy's in sixth, Anthony Jenkins in seventh, managed to get points somehow, KDM in eighth. He had 23 seconds of penalties at the end of that. You see that? 23 seconds.
You got a 20-second time penalty at the end of the race for corner cutting and gaining a place.
No, that's weird. Okay, that also might change. G Smooth in 9th. Drunken Shamrock in 10th will round out the final point scorers. Saga Like Taco 11th. Taylor 12th. Pap out 13th. Echo 14th. Echo was flying. I feel bad for him too. JBTC 15th, CityofR 16th. Pain for him earlier in the race, got caught up in traffic and got into a bad crash. Midnight 17th, Godalisp 18th, and AK seems like ages ago, but he was the first one to crash out of this race in 19th. Whew. I need a breather. That was crazy.
That was the most chaotic thing I've seen in a while.
It was something. It was something. I don't have. I guess we'll do interviews. Who else? We need one more car in there. I think Mod's got to get in there too. Hold on.
Yeah, let's just bring Scruffy in while we're waiting, though. Yeah,
we can get Mod in there. Jesus Christ. This is nuts. Okay, so who was third? Third was Scruffy, right?
Scruffy.
Okay, well, let's get Scruffy in here. We'll start him off. Let me get into the interview room. Hold on a minute. I need to do this. This is not the right space. There it is. And there we go. Let's get him in here. Scruffy. Oh, well. This is Mr. Scruffy himself. Oh my lord.
Good.
What another crazy end to a tier 3 race, and you managed to survive this one. You were fighting tooth and nail at the end of that safety car restart with Calm and other guys involved, but you managed to edge them out for third. Just give me your thoughts about the end there and how you were playing that whole situation. It was a wild one.
I had a bet with Jordan that we were going to max out on safety cars, and I was right.
You got 5. You definitely did right at the end.
Always the way. Yeah, it was a hard race. I was so sweaty. Punji was so quick, man. Fucking hell.
The whole grid was flying, and that's how we got a lot of those accidents at the end there. Everyone just fighting tooth and nail. But that was something else to be said. Was this your second podium of the season, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so another great haul of points for you, and this will push you further up the order. I think you'll be up into 5th or 4th by the end of this in the standings. So, hell of a day for you, and a hell of a day for your teammate.
I know.
Gwenfro also got a fantastic result. A double podium, provisionally. Very good results for you guys. We're going to talk to him later, but next week we're at France. How do you feel about that track?
I used to love France. It used to be one of my favourite tracks, but I haven't really raced on it. I haven't really played this game too much, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's been a while since MRL's been there as well.
Yeah, every time there's a new track, that's literally all of them like done that week. So
Yeah.
Pretty neat.
Well,
Good stuff.
enjoy the podium. We'll see you next week. Thanks, man.
All right, lovely stuff.
Yep. And we're bringing in the P2 finisher, Mod. Welcome to the
Yes,
podium,
sir.
man. It's been ages. First in what I believe
Yeah,
a few seasons. Finally got a great
it's-
result. Tell us, how did that feel, man?
It was great. It's been 3 seasons since my last on-track podium, so in Tier 1, but we're here. It was quite a race to begin with.
Long time coming. Just tell me how you were playing that final restart, because a lot did happen there at the end. You were just slowly picking your way through the field, and you were just driving Miniko and I nuts with the moves that you were making somehow.
Yeah, when that last safety car came out, I know that if someone was going to stay out, they would have been foolish too. And we saw 2 guys stay out, and obviously it chewed everyone up. And then, yeah, just had to be patient because that's what wins at the end of the day. And obviously the 12 guys at DNF didn't understand that, so
Yep,
it's all about being
it was a
patient.
big old accordion effect at the end of the day. When one person slows up, everyone else just need to be patient. They all just kept crashing out. But yeah, good day for you. Good day for Twan somehow. He managed to get 7th out of all that carnage.
Yeah.
So pretty good day for Haas. I believe second best constructor today after Red Bull. They did get a 1-3 in that tier. But I do believe, heck, great result for you, man. That's for sure. Next week, France. How you feeling about that one?
Just like every other race, feel good. You know, just got to have positive mindset, avoid, understand what's doable and what's not, and it'll get put into your hands. So yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Yep, and looking forward to supporting your teammate Twan. Bring that Constructors Championship home for the AARP Haas boys, man.
Sir.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. Great. Enjoy yourself. See you next week.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you guys. Congrats to Glenfro.
Yep. And we'll bring in our winner here, Gwenfro. Welcome back, Gwenfro, buddy. How you doing?
It's been a while.
Is this your first win of the season or your second? I think it's your first, right?
First.
Yep.
Yeah, first.
How's it going, man? Tell me your final restart reaction. We've been talking to everybody so far about this final restart, and that was just a nutty restart. I want to know what you were thinking that whole sequence. Just tell me.
So, the safety car came out, and I was really so happy to go on the softs. And then I realized Echo got rid of his penalty, and I was like, okay, now I have to pass him on track. That's going to be tough. And then as the safety car was going in, it came in really late, and I didn't expect it, and I was about to get really angry because I wanted it to come in so I could hopefully grab some positions, and it ended up going in. So
Yep.
at that point, I was just keeping it clean because I knew the 2 hard runners were at the front.
Yep. And then once chaos ensued, and Echo crashed out, you were just in the clear at that point. You had like a 1.5-second gap to Mod, and at that point, you guys were just trading sectors. So you just went away with it, and good job picking up the pieces where other guys dropped them. That catapults you right back into the championship picture. You have passed CityofR, I believe. You are 2 points ahead of him now, and I believe you are about 10 points shy of Twan, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe a little more than that. So you're back in the championship picture. Enjoy it. We'll see you at France next week. How do you feel about that track?
I feel like every track I feel decent, but I'm scared that other people feel better. So we'll have to see how it goes. But good team result this week, so we'll enjoy it.
Yep, Red Bull recovered after a tough week last week. That's for sure. So well done to you. Appreciate your time, man.
Thank you.
All right. So that is gonna wrap us up here for Tier 3. Anything else you got for the stream, Miniko, before we head on out of here? Tier 2 is about to
I
start.
don't really have any words right now after what happened.
Yeah, that was just insane, to say the least. So yeah, as I said earlier, next week we're at France, a very, very low downforce track. Could see a lot of moves down the back straight there. Also, it's been a long time since MRL's been there as well, so a lot of rust you got to shake off for sure. But yeah, from Miniko and from myself, go enjoy the Tier 2 stream. Have some fun over there, guys, and we'll see you around next week.
Yep.
Get out of here. Okay.